Hello there, it's Carly from Learn English with Carly here. How are you today? I have a question for you. What's your favourite sport to either watch or play? I really enjoy watching football, or soccer as it's known here in North America. And with the Champions League starting, I thought it would be fun to look at the language used by commentators and also spectators, so us watching the match. And yeah, firstly, I support Glasgow Celtic, and today I'm wearing their green and white top. Celtic are a famous football club founded in 1888, and they are amongst a small group of clubs who have won the European Cup. What team do you support? Let's check out 15 of the most popular phrases together so that you can understand and then use this vocabulary for the forthcoming Champions League season 2022-23. Football phrase number 1. A schoolboy error. A schoolboy error is a basic mistake, a mistake that someone with no or little experience of an activity would make. A schoolboy error there, made by the keeper. Here, keeper is short for goalkeeper. We can also say a schoolboy error there made by the goalie. Again, goalie is short for goalkeeper. Football phrase number 2. To lose the dressing room. Let's look firstly at the meaning of dressing room. A dressing room is a room for changing your clothes in, especially for sports players or actors. If a manager has lost the dressing room, then this means that the players and the team no longer respect or trust him or her. It's clear that the manager has lost the dressing room. Mourinho lost the dressing room. Alright, remember, if you want to keep improving your everyday English skills, subscribe to Learn English with Carly now by hitting that subscribe button, and it's very much appreciated, so thank you in advance. Football phrase number 3, to play a blinder. Mo Salah played a blinder there. To play a blinder means to play exceptionally well, and we can use it about individual people, like Mo Salah, or teams. Liverpool played a blinder there. I often hear to play a blinder not just from commentators, but fans watching a football or a soccer match too. Football phrase number 4, to give 110%. Keeping with the positivity, this next phrase can be used in any area of life, not just football, to give 110%. This means to give all your effort and all your energy and some more. Kyogo always gives 110%. The manager always tells us to give 110%. And in a non-football situation, Diana always gives 110% to her schoolwork. We're going to have to give 110% if we want to get this project finished on time. Football phrase number 5, the keeper had it covered. To have it covered means that you have dealt with a problem so that another person doesn't need to worry about it. It is often used in relation to goalkeepers. You might use it when the keeper pushes a cross out for a corner or pushes a kick over the crossbar. Neuer had it covered. We can also use this phrase in other non-football situations too. I think we have that new project covered. You don't need to bring any food for the party. I have it covered. Football phrase number 6, to be as sick as a parrot. Now this is a simile, a figure of speech where we compare two things, usually to make the description more vivid or for emphasis. For more animal similes, check out my animal similes video by clicking up here. If you are as sick as a parrot, then you are very, very disappointed. Ronaldo was as sick as a parrot when Manchester United didn't qualify for the Champions League. Sorry, Ronaldo. He must be as sick as a parrot at that own goal. Please feel free to comment on this video to practice using these football phrases, or to tell me about football or sports related phrases in your language, or even just to let me know about sports that you love watching, playing or doing. Okay, football phrase number 7. The red mist descends. This is a really good idiom. Firstly, to descend means to come down or to go down. If the red mist descends, then someone is feeling very, very angry and they have lost their temper and self-control. The red mist is descending here. That was a terrible tackle. In this example, a tackle is when one player tries to take the ball from another player in the other team. Again, we can use this in everyday life, this idiom. Liam was so angry, you could see the red mist descending. Again, for more red idioms, check out this video up here by clicking this link. Football phrase number 8. A stonewall penalty, also called a stonewaller. If you think that there is no doubt, you are absolutely certain that it was a penalty, then you can shout at your TV, "That was a stonewaller." Football phrase number 9. To miss a sitter. If a player misses a sitter, they miss a really easy opportunity to score a goal. Real Madrid missed a sitter there. Lewandowski missed a sitter there, although that doesn't actually happen very often. Football phrase number 10, a game changer. If something is a game changer, then what is taking place has a big and likely and important effect that will change the result. We can also use a game changer to refer to a person. Luka Modric is a game changer. Bringing Lukaku on as a sub was a game changer because he scored in the last minute. Here, sub is short for substitute, a player who comes on to replace another player. Now, we use the word game changer outside of football too. The internet is a game changer because now you can improve your English online. Football phrase number 11, to play someone off the park. A football match takes place here on a pitch, but we can also call it a park. We can use either word, it doesn't matter. If a player plays someone off the park, then that player is much, much better than the other player and beats them easily. Celtic played Leipzig off the park there. Mane played him off the park there. Football phrase 12, well, that just sums up the night. If the game hasn't gone your way, for example, you miss a lot of chances and then the other team score 1 minute before that final whistle, then you can say, well, that just sums up the night. To sum up is a phrasal verb that means to summarize. So that last goal just summarized how the match went for the team. We can use this in other situations too, generally a negative situation. You've been having a really, really bad week. Lots of things have been going wrong. On Friday, you lose your mobile phone or cell phone or cell here in Canada and America. Then you could say, well, that just sums up my week. This phrase is always used because negative things have happened. Football phrase number 13, it's a game of two halves. This phrase could be seen as a cliche. A cliche is a phrase that is so overused that its original meaning is now less effective. However, you will definitely hear commentators using it's a game of two halves. It's a game of two halves means that although in the first half of the match, one team was out playing, that means to do better than the other team, in the second half is the other way around. So in this example, it really was a game of two halves, with Chelsea dominating the first half, only to be outplayed by AC Milan in the second half. Football phrase number 14, to take it one game at a time. Now this means to focus on one game before worrying about or moving on to the second game. Bayern Leverkusen needs to take it one game at a time. Again, we can use this phrase out with football by replacing the word game with a word such as day or step. You're worrying too much, just take it one day at a time. Try not to stress about the future, just take it one step at a time. And football phrase number 15, to have one hand on the cup or one hand on the trophy. If you have just one hand on the trophy and not two, then this means that you are almost there to winning it. You are in touching distance of picking up that Champions League trophy with two hands. In last year's final, when Madrid were winning 1-0 against Liverpool, going into added time, you would say Madrid had one hand on the trophy or the cup. So there we have it, 15 football phrases. Now, if you are a football fan and you are watching a match in English soon, then be sure to listen out for and try to use these phrases. If you want to learn some more other real and useful everyday English with me, then check out this video before you leave today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again in our next lesson together. Bye for now. Come on the hoops!